I first started doing art in high school, but it never occurred to me that it was a way to make a living. But in my 40s, I had a rather high-stress job and situation, and I'm sure there were things going on in my life that were kind of crazy. So I decided to take an art class, and I took a figure drawing class, and that changed everything for me. You're in a closed room, a dark room with a lighted model who's nude. It's a very sacred place, and it was an amazing process to me. During those years, I knew that when I could retire, that this is what I wanted to do. My art, I never intellectualize it. It is truly about feelings. But it's a process of letting, through feeling and through technique, of letting the imagery come out. And it's not, again, it's not intellectualized. I'm not trying to express a particular idea or thought or feeling, but just let the imagery come out. My art is very personal to me. I do, the majority of the work I do is figurative, and it is not representational. It's at least partially abstracted. And it's a way for me to be with my feelings and express my feelings. And there is never an intention of it being narrative or specific. It just is being with myself and using these tools to express feelings. STAR is Shipyard Trust for the Arts, and it is a 501c3 nonprofit that advocates for the artists and the shipyard. In 2013, when the redevelopment agency, which was responsible for the oversight of everything that was happening out at the shipyard, was dissolved, they had to do something with these buildings. And initially, the first idea that they had was to transfer the buildings to a nonprofit, STAR. As things changed and the board was looking at what was going to actually happen to these artist buildings, the board became very cohesive. We had a strong commitment that this should always be run by a nonprofit, and that it should, the goal should be to enhance the experience for artists here, to connect to the community, to provide opportunities for both the artists and the community. That commitment, I like to be around people like that. They're alive. They're expressing something. They're giving something. So I'm not sure what I'm giving, but I know what I get from them. I never thought I would do anything else except the printmaking and drawing that I'm doing. But a couple of years ago, I was very, very impacted by the change in the political climate. In particular, seeing children ripped away from their parents as a result of immigration policy by this administration made me want to do something. And a friend of mine and I started making political posters, and that's what I've done for the last year and a half. Unlike my figurative work, which is intentionally not narrative or representational, the posters are the exact opposite. I'm making a statement, I want that statement to be heard, and I'm taking ownership of that statement. And the more it can get out there, and the more activists who are willing to pick up our posters and go out in the street, the happier I am.